Hi again. Today I wanted to share a little bit of a personal experience that I had that was very disturbing to me. And the way I'm looking at it, if I'm going through something that's a struggle and have learned through it, I want to be able to use that experience to help others and to validate and even to maybe share some of how I coped, and maybe it would be helpful to somebody else. So the topic is gaslighting. And you hear about gaslighting all the time now in pop culture. And I'll just cut to the chase. We can be gaslighted by family members, relationship partners, friends, and people just that you might run into inadvertently. And that's actually what happened with me. I crossed paths with someone that I was going to hire to do some work for me, outside work. And long story short, that relationship, professional relationship, is ended abruptly because it took me a little bit, but to realize I am being gaslighted, and I hate the way it made me feel. And it made me feel angry that someone else would so quickly distort the facts and distort the agreement, and so quickly like go for the throat and blame, and another term for gaslighting is crazy making behavior. And it got to me. People that are good at gaslighting capitalize on how other people tend to, gee, maybe I did something wrong. Maybe it was my fault. Maybe I misunderstood. And twist that so that you end up wondering, maybe I'm crazy. So as a result of me going through this, which is all very recent, I decided to kind of categorize. First of all, I want to talk about noticing signs. So some signs, red flag kind of things. Maybe at the beginning, the person seems very charming, very personable, maybe even touching you a little too much. But you also notice that person is bad-mouthing others, whether it's their workers or their other customers that are maybe too demanding, or you can hear the victim mentality that they're complaining about people in their life. That's one sign. That's one red flag. Another red flag is, okay, there's a promise made or there's an agreement, and then it starts not happening, and it's subtle, and you don't realize that it's happening until things that were supposed to happen don't. And when I thought there's excuses, or lots of drama. Oh, gee, this or that or that. Okay, so that's another, where the person is inconsistent with what they promised, or what the agreement was, or what they told you. Here's another sign. When you address in a calm fashion, and maybe quitting with the texting or whatever, and you actually call the person up and address it. Hey, this wasn't what we, and suddenly another part of them activates. You didn't see this part before. You just saw the nice person, the hey, charming, all's good, and all of a sudden you can feel the energy, the blame, and it can feel nasty, personal. You know, there's something wrong with you, your expectations. I don't know what you want from me, blah, blah, you know, that kind of thing. Big old red flag. Thankfully, once it got to that point, I was, okay, this is a skill. It's called exiting gracefully. I'm not gonna, you know, succumb to that kind of behavior. I'm just gonna say, all right, this isn't gonna work. I'm out. So mine was a professional thing. If you are in a relationship with somebody and you're noticing these things, it maybe is a little more involved, but nonetheless, let me just tell you, you do not deserve to be treated that way. And it is very harmful. Just saying. So what do you do about it? Number one, you talk to trusted people just to check yourself. Here's my experience. And if you have safe, supportive people around you, that's very helpful. They can say, oh, jeepers. Or they might remind you even about, yeah, but I thought he said this. Oh, I forgot even about that. That's a big thing. Another important piece is remembering to come back to the facts. And it is not my fault. And that's what's disturbing about this to me, that how destructive gaslighting is, because I'm a very grounded, insightful, experienced mental health therapist. And it had me like kind of spinning for a little bit. You know, is this my fault? And just how frustrating it is to not be able to have a voice with someone you know. No matter what you say, your words are going to get twisted. And another piece of it is the threats. Then the threats come. So another important piece in ending the gaslighting is, once you realize these red flags, these behaviors are occurring, disengage. Disengage with the person, and at all costs, either have someone with you for your own safety, mental health safety, and physical safety, because gaslighting can obviously escalate into more, and not refusing to have further communication or contact with this person. Taking good care of ourselves, getting around people that love you and see that you're a good person. With me, getting out in nature, I sound like a broken record with that, but it's so helpful. Getting the perspective and time. Once you cut off that contact, then the healing can start. As soon as that contact is reopened, bam, there's the painful and destructive behavior again. So if this resonates at all with you, oh boy, I hope that you notice how destructive that relationship or the patterns are, and that you end it, that you end the communication and the contact with whoever it is that is gaslighting you. I hope you get outside and enjoy the day. Thank you for listening.